And welcome to In-Game Chat for Saturday, August 29th, 2020. Season 14, episode 26. I'm Scott.
And I'm RJ.
Here's our thing.
Clap, clap.
And we're done. Welcome to the show. If you want to get in touch with us, our phone number is 334-272-9228. 334-272-9228. Check out ingamechat.net for all the links to get in touch with us. You can find us on Twitter at ingamechat. You can also find us on Facebook. You can email us, everyone, at ingamechat.net. Streaming on Twitch right now through twitch.tv. You can find us there. You can also join us in the chat room live while we broadcast for our annual weekend video gaming radio talk show. Been a minute.
Just a week.
Just a week since we last did one, and well, a lot can happen in a week.
That's true. A lot did happen.
You know, a lot did, and I'm really only talking about where video games are concerned, because if I were to stretch that out even further, well, a lot more. But we're going to stick to video games as much as we can. I'm going to talk about what we've played. And I feel like I played... Oh, yeah, okay. No, there we go. See, I have a section here where we're supposed to write down the games that we played so that it will help us to remember the games that we have played. So that we know when we go back and talk about it, we can say, oh, yeah, I played that game. It's always empty. I never put anything in there.
You rely on your memory.
Well, right, because normally I just played the one game, right?
Yeah.
Right now it's the two games.
Okay.
You know, but over the 2-week span, it was the 3 games. And just last night, I bought 2 other games because they were on sale for under $10.
PC?
No.
Oh.
The old Switch, my friend. I picked up, well, no surprise here. I picked up Pac-Man Championship Edition.
Nice.
2 plus deluxe thing, whatever.
Yep. Pac-Man 2DX.
Something like that. It was, but they've got an exclusive mode for the Switch.
Oh, can you describe it for us?
Nope.
Nope.
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay.
And it's co-op. It's co-op. Excuse me. There's something about like I don't know. I think you can get captured by the ghost, but your friend can come and rescue you or something.
Okay.
I wonder if there's let me see if there's an about here real quick. Okay, that's enough of you music. You're done.
Co-op Pac-Man.
Yeah, let me
I don't know if that's
see.
been known for now that I think about it.
Options.
So it's been versus in my case.
Software information, Nintendo eShop. I'm going to go to the eShop and I'm going to read this off to you so I can tell you. Again, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. It's, and you know what? I didn't even tell you what the name of Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Go down here to the read more. Highly acclaimed Pac-Man Championship Edition series has finally come to the Nintendo Switch in Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus. Featuring eye-popping, high-resolution 3D graphics and funky visuals, the latest version of the classic game takes chomping and chasing through mazes to a whole new level. Play by yourself or with your friends in the all-new co-op mode. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 plus 2P. Exclusive only to the Nintendo Switch. When one player gets caught by a ghost, the other player can come to the rescue. Team up with your friends and family to weave through the mazes and make it to the boss battle together. Yep.
I'm just guessing maybe bump them off, because I know if you bump the ghosts, they're going to be angry and chase you. So maybe you bump them and get them upset and they chase you and let you go.
Well, you know, if somebody had gotten here earlier, we could have tested it.
Subtle.
Well, because, you know, these things, I can take the controllers off and give you one, give me one, and we could have played that co-op together. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it if you can do 2-player on this thing, or if you have to have, I don't know. If it's only 2-player online or something like that. I don't think it is.
All you need is a stick and 2 buttons. That's really all you need to play.
Oh no, it says supported play modes is the screen with the 2 different controllers. So yeah, I could have just given you one of these controllers, and we could have played it. Let's see. Yeah, came out in 2018. Wow,
time flies, man.
Yeah, it was like $7, and I was like, I'll pick that up, and so I did. And I also got a game called Donut County.
Donut County.
Donut County. Let's.
Remember a time when you could hear the name of a game and you knew what type of genre you were getting into?
I know.
Donut County. I can't. Farm sim?
No, it's not.
No? Okay.
No, I'll tell you what it is, because I'm going back to the Nintendo eShop.
Film noir crime drama.
And no, it's not actually, man. It is not. Let's read more. Here we go. If you ever wondered what a game called Donut County would encapsulate.
Okay.
Donut County is a story-based physics puzzle game. So already up my,
right up your alley.
Right up my alley.
Right.
I wasn't going to say anything different. Where you play as an ever-growing hole in the ground.
Unique.
Meet cute characters, steal their trash, and throw them in a hole. Raccoons have taken over Donut County with remote-controlled trash-stealing holes.
Careful. Careful. This is FCC radio, Scott.
Whatever. That's fine. That was a total mistake. I love that, though, that I made that mistake.
The audience does, too.
You play as BK, a hole-driving raccoon who swallows up his friends and their homes to earn idiotic prizes. When BK falls into one of his own holes, he's confronted by his best friend Mira and the residents of Donut County, who are all stuck 999 feet underground, and they demand answers. The hole keeps growing. Explore every character's home, each with their own unique environment. Move the hole to swallow up their stuff, growing bigger each time. It's like kind of...
Yeah,
right? Yeah. You're starting to get it. Combine objects inside for crazy effects, cook soup, breed bunnies, launch fireworks, and more. Catapult things back out of the hole. You can use it to solve puzzles or just destroy stuff. Devour everything. The hole won't stop until the whole county is all gone. Interesting. All right. That, $3. $3. I bought it for $3. It also came out in 2018. So, I actually played a bit of it when I was at, I'm sure it had to have been PAX at this point. I played a bit of it at PAX, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Because it gave me that Katamari feeling, basically. Yeah. So, by the way, I haven't played either one of those games. Those are the new ones that I had picked up. Oh, I got it. Yeah, we'll talk about the games. You tell me what you've been playing. I always let you go first. You go first.
Well, just recently I restarted playing Code Vein again. Trying to build up some other characters that I got.
Okay, I was about to say, what was the purpose of that?
Yeah, I got a typical play style for me. Dark Souls get 4 characters, build up each one for different reasons, and just start going from there. So I was giving that some time. Played a little more of Phantasy Star Online 2. Mostly file management as usual, going through that. Also played a bit of Street Fighter V. Started to get back into that as well. A lot of older games that I've been getting to this week more than anything else. A little bit of Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. Lots of fives around. A lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 because they still have that offer that you play every month. You get $1 million for your account until the game is released. So, free $1 million. I was able to buy the Armored Kuruma, one of the best 4-door vehicles in the game, especially good for heists and whatnot. Then I also played a bit of Fall Guys. Got that when you said it was free, so I picked it up. Started playing.
I know, and I played like one game of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I played about 6 games or so.
Or no, I'm sorry. I played one round. Through ever how many obstacles that you go through in a round.
Right.
And then I played another round where I got kicked out very first game, and I was like, okay, that was me coming off a play session of Last of Us 2, and I was just like, let's see what this is. Played it, I'm like, okay, all right, I get the gist of it, and then moved on because it was already getting closer and closer to bedtime for me. But that was weeks ago. Yeah, weeks ago. So yeah,
get better in the party or group or whatever. So yeah, doing it that way.
I know. I really wish we could. I want to be. I get the reason that unless you do private lobbies and can do it with, I guess, host your own private lobbies. There's really there's no way you can team up and go and let's go play this.
Yeah,
because it would be too much of a advantage for people who are playing with other. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know there's probably a way you can get in the same room as friends and that sort of thing. Probably difficult, but I know there's a way that you can probably do it, or keep trying until you get lucky with it. But I can see why. But man, host some private lobbies where it's like you and 60 some odd friends can get in there and play. That'd be great. I think it would be fantastic. You don't even need 60.
Just enough to make it competitive.
4 of you would be fine. So yeah.
So other than that, I played a bit of Burnout Paradise Remastered.
Ooh.
And
you got it on the PS4 there, the PS4.
And for some reason, the first thing the game told me was that my account was invalid.
Yeah, it for your online account, yeah.
Yeah.
They've shut down the servers on that thing. So.
But I heard it was the shutdown for the older game, not the remastered one. I thought the remastered
I don't know that the remastered servers are still up, man. Burnout Remastered.
Yeah. That's what I heard. If that's the case, then something's up. But then, also, it could be a reason because the last thing I signed up for with EA was SSX. And that was on PS3 years ago.
Yeah, it says Burnout Paradise Remastered servers are unaffected, but let's see. Our Burnout Paradise Remastered servers PC closed down now too? I was able to connect to the servers just a number of weeks or months ago, but now I always get the message, unable to connect, please try again later. Last I read on their website, the users are unaffected. Can anyone else confirm this? Well, no, never mind. They were talking about something else. They were talking about the, whatever it was called, the box, the Ultimate Box. Burnout Paradise, the Ultimate Box, which was the old servers. But I can't, because I get the same thing. Every time I boot up Paradise Remastered on Switch, it always, I went through, so when I first started it, I had to put in all this information. I went through it, and everything worked fine. But it has not worked fine since then. It is always telling me that... that this account is invalid. And then it says you cannot connect to servers, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but in my case, it always says the account is invalid. But I didn't get to input anything. It just said first thing it told me was now loading. Your account's invalid, and you can't connect at this time. Now, if the servers are up, I'd have to probably get in touch with EA customer support and everything. But then I thought, it's not that big of a deal. So, game, and I'm not really racing for records or whatnot. I'm just trying to get a feel for the game and start playing it.
Yeah.
And from what I got from it so far, the navigation, I'm having issues.
You don't like it, do you?
But it's. I just don't know the city. That's all it really is. I just don't know the city. I got to know the city before I know where I'm going. And when you get to class, I think I got to class B. Got to get 25 wins to get to the next level, I think. To get to A.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So 25 wins, and I was struggling to find out what 25 places I could go to. I mean, stunt runs, races, marked man, all that type of stuff. But I was like, man, I haven't found all the gas stations. I haven't found all the repair shops. Haven't found all the junkyards. I randomly found the airport. There's no way I can figure out my way back to that place now. I mean, it's a mess navigating right now because
you'll figure it out.
The city.
You just play it enough, you'll figure it out.
Play it enough, you'll get it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I've been playing that game for a long time, so yeah, I do know the areas and stuff. But I will say that for a bit of strategy on that, and I'm not sure because it's been so long since I've actually tried to put this. I tried to put this strategy, implement this strategy when Remastered originally released, and I was playing it on Xbox One. And I actually noticed this when I went back because I had not played Burnout Paradise Remastered since I had gotten my 4K set.
Okay.
So I was still playing on 1080p whenever I got that game. When I played it 4K and everything, oh my God, it looks beautiful.
I bet.
Oh God, it's beautiful. But what I realized was that my strategy was I was implementing my strategy, and that was always get as far as you can by only doing races and marked man.
Okay.
So in other words, when it's like, hey, you got 5, it's like here you're at rank D or whatever. Do 5 races. We'll update you to Class C, and we'll wipe the map so you can go do other stuff.
Win 5 races.
So you can go do races. You can do anything. You can do races, burning routes, road rage, stunt run. You can do any of that stuff. But I would go through and I would do either races, marked man, or burning route. Burning route you only do once because that's just a time trial for that specific car.
Yeah.
It does not get wiped clean whenever you get an upgrade. It stays as completed. So you get an upgrade, and it's like, okay, now go do 15. Now go do 25. Now go do 40. Ever how many it is, do as many of the burning routes, of the races, and of the marked mans. Stay away from stunt runs and road rages. Now, it's not going to matter too much, but once you get to the point where it's like, okay, now you need to do everything on the map, right? It's like to get your elite license, you need to complete everything on the map. Well, that's fantastic because when I go do my first road rage, I only need to take down like 5 cars. When I do my second road rage, I only need to take down like 6 cars, 7 cars, 8 cars. Whereas if you have been doing this with the others, those totals add up. So if I had done road rages every time in all those other trying to update my license and everything else, by the time I get around to it, I got to get, my first road rage on getting the Elite Pass is like 17 or 20 cars that you have to knock down. And that thing keeps increasing. It does. There's a limit to it. It does reach a limit eventually. Same with stunt run. The amount of points that you have to get on a stunt run increase every time you do a stunt run.
Yeah, because I think I've done 2 of those.
I think I've done 2 as well.
2 stunt runs, yeah, just to see what it was about.
Right. I think I've done 2 as well, and I've done some road rages. Road rages are fun, but yeah. So what I did was I got all that stuff out of the way. That way that my road rages and my stunt runs and everything else kind of stay on the low end.
Yeah.
As I increase them, there's a lot of them. They're going to increase, but at least you'll be kind of like within margin of a nice steady increase rather than, all right, here's my first one. I got to take down 20 some odd cars, which I love road rage. Road rage is my favorite event of all of them. Yeah. Is that marked man I can't stand. Marked man really shows the AI of it really shows the cheapness of the cheap AI. Yeah. Not necessarily they're cheap, but I can be at a dead stop or just slowly rolling, and I'll get tapped in the back by one of the marked cars that are trying to take me down. Yeah. And I can't do anything. The car just veers off. Yeah, tries to find the closest thing it can run into.
And it hits it, yeah.
And I'm like trying to do the brake, trying to turn away, doesn't do anything, boom, and it counts as a wreck.
Yeah.
It's and like,
it's been times when I've recovered from a wreck, and as soon as I get back on the road, tapped and wrecked into something. I've had that happen to me before. From the far end of the road all the way to the other side, hit the wall, and I'm wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the AI camped on me or something. As soon as I was active, bam, wrecked again.
Yeah, that was from Marked Man, you said?
That was from Marked Man.
Yeah. No,
that happens a lot.
Totally.
And there's something else I want to ask you. When you travel out west, is there...
Travel out west?
Yeah, on the map, near the observatory.
Oh, up into the mountains and
up
stuff?
The mountains out there. Is there anything out there? Because I'm like seeing nothing but highway and no...
I mean, look at your map.
I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I thought maybe I just missed some stuff out here, and I'm like seeing a whole bunch of wide open space out there.
Yeah, it's mostly just it's windy roads and wide open spaces. Yeah. Yes, it's
so fast travel. You're going to have to slog your way back.
I don't think there's a fast travel. You know, I used to think there was a fast travel, but it involved the junkyards. I want to say there was a fast travel, but you had to go to a junkyard, get there, pick the car you want, and then you could pick the junkyard that you wanted to come out of, that you wanted to start at or something.
Okay.
But, I don't remember. It may not. Oh. The best thing I do when I want to fast travel is I find an event near me, usually a race or stunt run or road race, just something like that.
Yeah.
And I just click it, and it usually is going to end in the opposite.
Yeah,
where I want to be.
Not where you're at. Yeah.
Right, exactly. It's not going to be one of those things. So that's usually how I would I'm tired of being up here in the mountains, or I'm tired of being down here in the city. Let's go to the mountains. Whatever. Find an event. It's going to probably take you there.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, there's stuff up there. There's a couple of junkyards, maybe. Not many. Again, it's mostly up there is mostly about trying to handle curves, curves and the windy roads and stuff like that. Yeah, and lots of shortcuts and jumps and all of that stuff.
Billboards.
Those places can be good for some stunt runs, but usually stunt runs involve me activating the stunt run wherever I'm at, and then finding the closest stunt playground to hit. Like it's either the bridge. That's the big bridge that connects Big Surf, and go up one way and get like a bunch of different points because of the jumps. Come back the other way and get a bunch of different points because of the jumps. And then go back up at the opposite side because there's another jump over there, and it doesn't count. It only counts the one way you go. So if you hit a jump,
really,
exactly.
Wow.
In other words, if you hit if I'm going into town, and I hit the ramp, I can turn right back around and hit the ramp going the other way, and it counts different. You know what I'm saying? It counts as a separate jump, even though I just did it. It'll still count towards your points for that. So, little things to think about whenever you got to get some massive points. Find billboards, find mega jumps, and just boost to reset your combo. In other words, if your combo ticker is winding down, all you got to do is tap boost. Resets, and you got
because boost counts as a stunt.
Boots, it does. It keeps your combo going.
Keeps your combo going.
So,
okay.
But
fun
game. I love it. You will get used to it. You will figure it out. You will learn.
Got to learn the map first,
the directions as you're going through there. You will.
It's like moving into a new town. You got to learn the roads.
Yeah, man, it is. And I mean, all those years of playing, there's still things that I'm like, I can't remember how to get there. But and there's still times when I can't stand that directional navigation thing that they do whenever you're doing races. There's still times when it's like that came up way too fast. You should have given me a whole lot more warning that turn was there.
Yeah, there's many times I've missed turns, and one missed turn lost the race. I've been there many times. It tries. It really does. It has that big flashing thing that lets you know got to get on this road.
Yeah,
got to get on this road, and then.
But it ain't always so clear where that turn is.
Yeah,
how close you're getting to that turn. It's not always clear that's okay. Can I turn there, or is that that looks like a wall?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. It's on the other side of that.
It would be better if I could zoom out more than I could. If I could zoom out further back from the vehicle, I could see where the road's coming from.
Maybe.
But the way it's so close to the roof in the back of your car, the view the default view, the one that's not in the car, but
right, the bumper
outside
vision.
The car, the bumper vision, or whatever. Yeah. It's hard to see where the turn is. You just have to. Basically, at this point, I'm just guessing. As soon as the flashing sign touches the road I'm on, the side of the road I'm on, I'm veering toward that direction, hoping for the best.
Had you already picked it up on PS4, or was this?
No, this is the first time I've picked
was it on sale?
It was at I bought it during a GameStop buy.
So you bought a physical copy then?
Yeah, it was a physical copy. It was a buy two get two free or something free. Buy some get some free, and I got Burnout Paradise Remastered, and I got Indivisible and something Bulletstorm.
Nice.
A bunch of titles from
the
there.
remastered Bulletstorm, or
got a bunch of titles
whatever
there.
they want to call it. So, well, good. What else? Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Those 5.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'll go over the games that I have played as well, which I have played some. I played like one new one. Yes, I played Destiny. Yes, I played Animal Crossing. Yes, I played some more Burnout Paradise.
Turnips.
I haven't done the turnips thing in a while, but Anyway, I'll go over that. But I did play a new game, talked about it, and I've enjoyed it very, very much. So, but I'll talk about that when we come back here on In-Game Chat. Here is music from a game that I picked up off of my Humble Bundle collection, Humble Choice or whatever it's called, where you basically just pay like $12 a month. You get to pick 12 games. It's like $1 a game. And this was a game called We Were Here Together. It is the main theme of this game. We'll be back with more In-Game Chat right after this. And welcome back to In-Game Chat. Forgot to change the camera. I swear, 1 week and I forget how to do all this stuff. Music here from a game called Rain World. This track is called Outskirts. Not bad. Anyway, so for the games that I have been playing, I've been playing Destiny, and I got everything done with my... and of course, I got that done last week. Or not last week, week before last. I got that done probably by the time we did the show, or I worked on it Sunday, maybe, some? I can't remember. But I got all my armor stuff done for Solstice, and what I haven't done is the 7 Trials wins, and that'll come at a time, because I can do that over the span of how long it takes. There's no limit on that, so I can just do that and get. I just need 7 wins. Very tough to do in Trials, but if I get like a win a weekend, just a win, just 1 win per weekend, I am good. If I get 2 and move it up a little bit, that's great too. Just play a little bit, get a win, be done. Don't
Don't stress and burn yourself out.
Trials is it's not necessarily burning myself out. Trials is soul crushing. That's like competitive PvP in Destiny as well. It is soul crushing. I am not good at PvP. I say that I don't actually know what my KD is, but
I've never looked.
I mean, I guess I could look. I know there's, let's see, Destiny player stats. DestinyTracker.com.
You still got that app on your smartphone?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
See what we got here. We got Steam. They are. Sometimes I'll do this for a while and do the drippy drip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we have here?
You met anybody who's obsessed with their KD ratio?
Oh, there's plenty of people who are obsessed with that, in especially when you're looking for players to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oof. Let's see. For my competitive matches, Crimson Doubles, I have the highest KD at 0.79. But Crimson Doubles only comes for like 1 week in February. It just goes down from there, 0.63, 0.49, 0.54. It's pretty bad. Now, into the non-competitive stuff, not too bad there. In Control, I have a 0.70 KD, 0.77 in Clash, 0.78 in Iron Banner. Mayhem, I have a 0.96, but I think Mayhem's going to have big numbers for
the nature of
everybody.
Mayhem alone, I think, is just going to boost everybody's numbers up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Supremacy, I have a 0.86, Rumble 0.82, PvP stats. PvP stats. I've played 1,729 matches. Total, I played 234 hours of PvP. My KD is a 0.77. I am ranked 3,374,112.
Joy. Now, the only reason I've even done PvP at all is because I had to, because of a event or whatever. You have to play PvP and to get this item or whatever. So my stats are probably going to be really, really low.
Yeah.
In terms of
my efficiency is 1.14. Win ratio is 49.4%.
Okay.
I'm in the top 30% on that. Kills 14,291. I'm in the top 10% on that. And with assists, I'm at 6,818. That is in the top 6%. I am rattling off these numbers like I'm some, like I know exactly what I'm telling you, but I don't. I have no idea. So yeah. But yeah, I played Destiny, and I'm still playing it. I need 2 more raid runs, Eater of Worlds, Spire Stars, to finish off the Triumph stuff for that before it all goes away. So I need to do that, but that's in November, and I don't know. Outside of that, there's like, do I need to run? Outside of that, I need to finish Catalyst for guns and things like this, things that are going away come November.
Yeah.
Because they released a huge list of everything that is leaving the game once November comes. And by everything, I don't just mean those planets, but there's weapons that are associated with those planets. There's exotic weapons that you have to do a mission on a certain planet that is not going to be there anymore. And so those are going away as well. Trying to find. Well, I thought I had a thing here where it showed everything that was leaving. Yeah, everything. Nope, that's not it. Anyway, not really worried about it, but yeah, a lot of stuff's going away in November for Destiny. Conciliator. Does Destiny 2 have medics or healers? The KD ratio can kind of be misleading. Destiny 2 does not have medics or healers.
No.
Oddly enough, we have a gun that can heal.
Like the one in Borderlands?
No.
No. Okay. No, I'm trying to think of that. Wait a minute. Doesn't Warlock have a healing ward? You draw with the his
Yeah, there's if they've picked the right tree and everything else, pick the right setting.
I think it's electrical somewhere.
They can leave like a little thing of light that you walk into and get a little bit of get some health off.
Yeah,
of it.
I know. Normally you drop a pool of I think it's in the art class.
Mm-hmm.
It's some little pool there, and you have a little orb that hits you that assists. There's one, and then the other one is the one that heals you.
There's one that'll heal you. The assist is just you get a little turret that kind of floats around.
A little floating, little.
If you stand
orb
within the circle, and it's there for just like 25 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's the only healing skill in the game, isn't it? Other than that gun you mentioned.
Yeah, that's the only healing thing. I mean, obviously, if the there's two other ways you can. Actually, there's two other ways. The Titan can put out his bubble, so somebody can walk into it and get healed if they want to. And then the Warlock, go back to the Warlock with the Dawn, Warden of Dawn super. Mm-hmm. Whenever they put that down, you can walk into that and get, not only will you get healed, you'll get the overshield as well while you're standing within it. So, group stuff there.
I haven't played with a group, so I haven't used that in a very long time.
I play with a hunter, and there's very little group effect a hunter can do outside of tether, which does nothing for healing. Mm-hmm. But it does kind of slow things down a little bit. But
so basically, to answer this question, healing comes at a very
it really doesn't have medics or healers. There is one gun, and I can't remember the name of it. It's an exotic, but you have to shoot something first, and then hold down the reload, and that puts in your health bullets, and then you can shoot other people to heal them if you want to. I don't know.
I like the one.
I don't ever play with it.
I like the one in Borderlands better. You just point, shoot the
target,
and bam.
That's like the medic in TF2. Yeah, shoot the target, hold down, boom, healed all the time. So I played that, and then I played Animal Crossing, Burnout Paradise on the Switch, and like I said, I went back to the Xbox and I played it on 4K, and that was beautiful. The other game I played was Spiritfarer. It's on Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass, and so I downloaded that and I played it, and really, I love it. I love it to death, which is ironic to say I love it to death since it is a game about death.
So sounds like you're playing the ferryman on the River Styx or something.
You really are.
Yeah.
You really are. And you're helping these souls cross over and make sure that everything gets taken care of that they need to be taken care of before they're ready to go.
Solving regrets.
In some way, I haven't done that yet. It's getting there. There's a bunch. There's a list of things per character that you pick up.
Yeah.
So every time you pick up a new passenger for your ship, there's different things. They're not always revealed immediately. This one passenger I picked up was revealed very quickly because she talked about her nightmares and things, and then we eventually ran into her nightmare. Wasn't a nightmare at all; it was a vision, and we ran into that and helped that out, and that was good. But that was just one thing among the list of things that needed to be done. And so I haven't discovered what the next thing is to be done, but she has talked about another place on the map that we need to go.
Okay.
And then, it'll kind of, it's not action intensive. It is not,
it reminds me a little bit of Catherine a bit, because the more you talk to the patrons of the bar, the more you learn about their lives and whatnot, what you can help them with. So it sounds like something along that aspect.
Not played Catherine, but I trust you.
Basically, it's basically the more you talk to people, the more information you get, the more you can help them with.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like you're dealing with in this game.
But while you're oddly enough, they're dead, but you still have to do things for them. Because while you're doing all of this, you still have to keep up there. And I never like this aspect in games. But you check on their mood, and you can hug them and feed them, and talk to them, but you have to be careful because some of them don't like a specific food, so you got to make sure you don't give them that food. You got to give them food that they like.
Yeah. Carol likes hugs, not Mike.
That sort of thing. You have to go through that to keep their morale up. But you're on a boat, so you got to get food somehow. You can fish, but not everybody eats meat. So then you have to grow things. So you have, there's a section of your boat. It's a pretty big boat. There's a section of your boat where you can build. I'm going to build the garden here. I'm going to build the other thing up here. And so I've built all these things, and now I got to figure out what to do because I gotta manage my space. Because I need to build another thing for one of my passengers, but I am out of space and everything else that has been built. And you can't build these things like if you plan to put it here, it's going to be built at the size whatever. You don't have control over size of what you're building. Now, a house that you build or somebody's quarters that you build can be ever so high. But when you go to put something else, you can put that on top. It'll just, it'll make it work.
Yeah.
But some things reach the limit of how far you can go. And so I'm kind of running into that right now. That was the last thing I remember running into. I had to build a sawmill for one of my passengers because he was bored. He's like, I don't have anything to do. And I really like working with my hands and all this other stuff. And so you have to build he keeps asking me to build a sawmill. I don't have room. I built a loom for somebody because they wanted to do that. And I built 2 gardens because one garden can grow such and such, and then another garden can grow a bunch of different things. And then I had to build a kitchen, the quarters for some of the passengers, and then one of my passengers wanted their own private quarters, which I gave, but I'm thinking about taking back. I don't know. It's just I don't have enough. Yeah, and so it's just I hate micromanaging like that. Yeah. I hate having to deal with that. I hate having to let me check on you. Are you good? Are you happy? Do you have your food? Do you have the right thing? Are you satisfied with it? They're not demanding. They're really not. But the more you add onto that boat, the more I got to take care of that, and I don't like doing it, you know? So hopefully they'll stop with the passengers and 3 is enough. Just, and the boat doesn't move at night. It only moves during the day. At night, they go to sleep. You can do a bunch of stuff. You don't need sleep. You can do whatever you want. You're fine. But you can, if you choose to go to sleep, it'll advance the time to when the boat can move again and that sort of thing. Usually what I do is I make sure everybody's taken care of during the day. And when they go to sleep, I go upstairs and I cook. I get a bunch of food ready so that when they wake up in the morning, I'll have everything they need for that day done. And I take care of things and whatever, and then I'll go fish. So,
how fast does time go in this game?
Feels like maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes for a night cycle, for a day to night cycle.
Yeah, it feels like 10 or 15 minutes for a day cycle. 10 minutes maybe for a night cycle.
Okay.
Maybe the same for a night cycle. I haven't gone through an entire cycle for night. I'll take care of my stuff, and when I'm done, I'll just hop in the bed and do a sleep so it'll advance.
Okay.
But a day seems about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Roughly. So it's a great. I really enjoy it. It's got a lot of personality to it. It's got a lot of the art on it is spectacular. It's very, very. It's not cel shaded, but the movement, the flow, the whatever it is of your main character has that very fluid movement, which gives it more of a lifelike sort of, not necessarily lifelike, but an animated sense. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like a Gree?
Gree.
Was it GRIS, that artsy?
Oh, no. That was more of a.
So I'm trying to see a comparison of what the movement is like. Journey or Gree or something like that.
I mean, trying to think. Think of Prince of Persia.
Okay.
Remember the first time you ever saw Prince of Persia?
The original?
Yeah.
And you were wondering how did they achieve that level of...
You saw how it was very well, the movement was just,
Or Flashback.
Maybe. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's not in my head, but it
sounds familiar. Basically, the older games, you think about how do they achieve that level of fluidity and animation with the technology available, but they pull it off. So so something like that.
But I mean, it's animated, and it looks very. I don't want to say cartoonish, but it's like you're controlling an animated character, and so. But it's it's nice. Looks alive. Looks, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's what I played. I love Spiritfarer. I recommend Spiritfarer to anybody who's playing it. I'm currently deciding if I want to just keep playing it on my Xbox Game Pass, which is completely free, by the way, or if I want to pick it up on Switch. There's something to be said for this console and its portability. Having it handy, I mean, earlier this week, I had plenty of time to just kind of mess around or whatever. As the week went on, barely get a chance to play on the thing. And as we get closer and closer to holidays and stuff like that, it's much tougher for me to have any kind of downtime to do any of that, like just while I'm here and everybody else is working from home. But yeah. But to be able to have that where it's like, I'm just going to hop in and, get some food, feed to one of my passengers, or, get the boat going in this direction, or do some upgrades or something like that. Or for Animal Crossing even, I'm just going to hop in, go around, find some fossils, pick up some seashells, catch some fish real quick, and, go sell them or whatever. Even Burnout Paradise. If I'm in the game already and I can just hit the sleep screen to put it away and everything pauses as is, and then I come back and it's like, okay, there's a race, I'll do that real quick, knock a race out and then go back to whatever. It's a nice little kind of a break, and so there's something to be said for that. It was something I thought was going to happen a lot sooner when I got this machine. I really thought that I would be doing more of that. I thought I would have more of a hard time picking where I was going to play a game because of this. And I would see it from time to time. Sonic Mania was probably one of the first ones that was multi-platform, and it's like, where do I want to get it? And I think I was going to PAX, and so I picked it up for the Switch because that was going to be where I could just do some portable Sonic. And I really started to consider, like, ooh, this could do it. And it really never did because, I'm not much of a portable player. And then the pandemic started.
Yeah.
Which is why you can't find these things on shelves hardly.
Yeah.
These are hard to come by now. But yeah, that's kind of where it put me. So now, actually, yeah, I do look at games and I'm like, is that on the Switch? Donut County. First off, it was $3.
Yeah.
I don't know what it cost on Steam or whatever, but it was $3. That's a game. If I had seen it for $3 on PC before I saw it on Switch, I'd have probably bought it on PC.
Let's pull it up right quick. $13
on Steam.
On Steam,
yeah, $3. It was like $3.79 or something, but whatever. It's $3 on Steam on Switch. So, he keeps saying suspicious logo. Is he talking about this thing? Is this what you're talking about? Conciliator? Daniel? Is this what you're talking about? Man, that thing's gotten dirty. This is what happens. You get a case, it gonna get dirty.
Yep.
Maybe I should think about getting another case and just have this one sit aside, because I don't know how rare this case is. I may have to look it up. If he's talking about this is from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's what this is, and that's what this is. So look up Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. He uses some sort of tablet in the game, and it's shaped to look like this thing. So that's what this is from. Because I got this when I picked up the deluxe special blah 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 edition of Breath of the Wild whenever it launched. So anyway, we are at the top of the hour again, and we haven't talked a bit about any kind of news, and there was a lot to go over. So that is what we're going to do for the next hour when we come back. By the way, since I do have time to tell you, if you have the Epic Games Store, you can pick up Hitman, I believe. Hitman is available there, and there was another game that I picked up, and I thought I had these things out for you, but I don't. Hitman and the Shadowrun Collection. Shadowrun Collection and Hitman are both free on the Epic Games Store. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about with Epic Games. I went off on a thing the week before when we were talking about Epic and Apple having their $1 billion slap fight.
Yeah.
And that has not been resolved. Actually, it has kind of been resolved, the ultimate outcome here. But we're going to go over that. Then we had the DC fandom thing going on where we got a glimpse of 2 new video games in the DC universe. We got a new Call of Duty revealed to us. We had Gamescom. The Gamescom thing happened on Thursday, which was just a ton of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot to go over, and we're going to do that when we come back here in just a bit. I leave you with music from a game called Shenzhen IO.
Okay.
I don't know what this game is about, but it was on Steam.
Shenzhen IO.
Shenzhen, SHENZHEN IO. I-O. Or I/O / whatever. Shenzhen IO.
Puzzle game.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like.
Well, I need to look into that then. I love me some puzzle games. Anyway, this track is called Enthusiasm, and we will be right back with more in-game chat right after this. Welcome back to In-Game Chat. Music here from a game called War Groove Double Trouble. But this is the tavern theme, so there's not a lot of war going on. Apparently a lot of grooving.
Drinking
and grooving. Or some river dance, I don't know. Anyway. I think this was also part of the Humble Bundle stuff I got this month. What were the 2 games? There was a game, I got Vampire, or whatever it's called, Vampyre.
Vampire.
Yeah, I picked that. That was one of the free ones I got. This was another one. Oh, well, there's more, actually, that's coming up. There's another one coming up, and I love the title of it, that I picked up as well. So, Humble Bundle's not too bad of a little service there. Mm-hmm. You know? 12 games for $1, basically. I mean, it's $12 a month, but you have 12 games to pick from, and there's, so, you know, basically like that. So, ain't too bad. Yeah, ain't too bad.
Just to make that backlog bigger and bigger. Huh?
Well, yeah, there is that. But I mean, it's how I got Hellblade. It's how I got Vampire was another one. But every now and again, they've got some good stuff in there where it's like, ooh, I'm getting this one for $1 this month, or $12, whatever you want to say, but still.
12 games, $1 a piece.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done a chat room roll call here. Thar66 lurks. Hot local mom.
Is that your new favorite?
Okay, I'm going to stop reading these. Because the one that comes after that, I'm just not reading that one. I'll just say hey. Hey is in there. I don't know what that next one is. H3 Lushka? FVMH 97C, Evans 0411, Drunk Degenerates, Conciliator, Commander Root, Casket Sharp, A10, Arioka, another TV viewer, another TV viewer, and AC Wraith in there.
I see the one you're talking about now.
Right, there's actually absolutely nothing vulgar in there. It's not a horrible. It's a string of words, but it's not a horrible word.
It's the innuendo of it.
Yeah, it's just there's a little thing there. It's just something. No, I'm not gonna do it. Mm-mm. But hey, I'll say that. All right, let's go over some of the news that we got. Ghost of whatever.
Jeez,
stop it. Ooh, are you done with that? Can I borrow that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring it.
Are you not done with it? Are you done with it?
I want to see what date the DLC is for it. Because it says fall.
Yeah, later this year it's getting free online co-op. Which I might as well just pick up the game. If we're going to get online co-op and we're going to play it, then I need my own copy to do that with. So that you and I can co-op some of the stuff there. And Nintendo had an indie, like I would go through the indie world thing, the Nintendo indie world. And I guess I could real quick, but it's all indie. Oh, yeah, there it goes. See, this was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Remember? Because, we didn't do a show last week. So they talked about Spiritfarer and Raji, an ancient epic, a short hike. Spiritfarer, it's a cozy management sim about dying and saying goodbye. Sounds uplifting. Is a game, Raji, an ancient epic, is a game based on ancient Hindu and Balinese mythology. Launches today as a timed console exclusive. What else we got? Ooh, Manifold Garden. Oh, man. It is a perspective puzzler. Originally on Apple Arcade, it was exclusive there, but it is now out on Switch. I am really interested in Manifold Garden. Very much. What else? Evergate. That's it's an afterlife adventure. What else? Hypnospace Outlaw is coming out later this year. Oh, well, August 27th. Later this week is what it meant. Torchlight 3, what do we got next year? We have Garden Story, Subnautica. I've never played that, but I heard a lot of good things. Bear and Breakfast. It's a wilderness hotel sim. Interesting. Ooh, what is this one? Card Shark. But wait, there's a bit more. What do they have?
I was about to say, like the game show?
No, just... Excuse me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Card Shark, it's not like a game show, but it is like playing poker. It's I don't know. I'd have to look at the trailer to see what that is, but that's coming sometime in 2021 for that. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Let's see. EA Play, which was also known as EA Access, that'll launch on Steam Monday. Had two people from the leads from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. They were fired. The lead narrative designer and the creative director were both fired.
Any details why?
Lead narrative designer who wrote and designed the original Bloodlines and creative director are no longer part of the team. The decision was made by the leadership of the studio and the publisher. No reason for their dismissal is given. One of the people who were let go talked to Rock Paper Shotgun, which is a website, and said that this came as a shock to me as underselling it. I've worked on Bloodlines 2 for almost 5 years. The story and main cast was initially conceived in my living room. I helped develop the pitch and helped pitch the project to the developer, to the publisher in Las Vegas. I've been in charge of the narrative since the beginning, working long days and sometimes weekends to deliver a successor to the first game, I've never been led to believe that I hadn't succeeded. He adds that he was also involved in the PR and marketing side of things, despite the fact that press and crowds trigger my social anxiety, which took a mental and physical toll. His name often appears prominently in marketing materials like trailers and that sort of thing. I'm incredibly disappointed and frustrated to say that this is where it ends for me on the project. I was not part of the conversations that led to the decision to delay production, and to my knowledge, there were no delays caused by the narrative development. It was a pleasure to work on this game and with many people at the studio, and I'm sorry I won't be able to see it to the end. We appreciate and value the contributions of both of those, this is from the publisher and the studio, which were instrumental in establishing the game's storyline and dark tone and have helped to ensure that we are making a true successor to the iconic Blood. We wish them both the best in their future endeavors. Yep. No reason for that. I did not know that. I thought I would have opened this article and it would have said why. Interesting that it didn't. So Control's Ultimate Edition is out now. And the publisher, which is 505 Games, I think? Yeah. They tried to explain. So we talked about this. I think we talked about this, but if you buy it on PS4 or Xbox One, right now,
current gen,
you will not be able to get the upgrade or whatever it is. The publisher of Control announced a new version of the game called Control Ultimate Edition that would include the base game and both expansions for $40. There was a hitch, though. Only that version of the game would get a free upgrade. In other words, if you bought the original, then you're not going to get the upgrade to the new systems. But if you bought the Ultimate Edition, you would. 505 Games is back with a new blog post that tries to explain why that's the case. In their words, we spent several months exploring all of our launch options for Control Ultimate Edition, and no decision was taken lightly. While it is challenging bringing any game to next-gen platforms, we quickly realized it was even more difficult to upgrade our current user base to next-gen with full parity across platforms with our year-old game. Every avenue we pursued, there was some form of blocker, and those blockers meant that at least one group of players ended up being left out of the upgrade for various reasons. As of today, we can't offer an upgrade to everyone, and leaving any one group out feels unfair. We understand that is not what you want to hear. That's real strange that they can't do that.
Which one gets us more money?
I realize that, but when and obviously, there's a ton of, from what I understand, there's a lot of companies who are able to make this happen. So why them? Why can't they? I mean, is it legit that they want to? I mean, or are you right that they're looking to get the most dollar out of this and saying, we can't help you folks that bought it over a year ago?
They're a business.
It just seems odd. The Control upgrade situation probably wouldn't be getting so much attention if it didn't appear like free next-gen upgrades were becoming the unspoken standard, even for somewhat older games. Doom Eternal and the Elder Scrolls Online are both getting next-gen versions. The one silver lining is that 505 Games continues to confirm PS5 and Xbox Series X will support backwards compatibility for Control at launch. If nothing else, owners of the existing version of the game will at least get to take advantage of things like much faster load times. That thing was on sale for like $27 on Green Man Gaming for PC, so I picked it up. Yeah, see, I'm with Thor on this. It's like, what a mess that is. I'm not tech savvy enough to know if it's true, but a lot of people say it's not. I'm in the same boat, man. Again, I don't know what it takes to go through and do all of this, but it feels like they should be able to do it. If you can buy the Ultimate Edition and get the free upgrade, then I don't know. I don't understand why you can't do that. What else do we have? Control. All right. some stuff happened right before DC did their big weekend thing. Mm-hmm. And it really only affected Rocksteady, the developers. Mm-hmm. There was some sexual harassment, and there's a heart-wrenching video of one of the employees talking about her experience working with them, and it's not, it's horrible. I hate it. We talk about never meeting your heroes and that sort of thing, and luckily with Criterion, nothing has happened so far with Criterion other than that they've been, wiped out as far as EA doing anything with them.
Yeah.
But, I really enjoyed the Batman games, right? Mm-hmm. And to know that stuff like this was going on. Although, from what I understand, stuff like this was going on after the development of, after the whole Arkham series was done. Mm-hmm. It only apparently started during the development of this new title that they were working on. So, maybe it doesn't make me feel too bad to go back to the Arkham series, but it's just you have to take in whatever's being said, and then you got to see what their response is. The response was horrible. The response was very bad, or at least the way they went about it was not good. Mm-hmm. In the way they went around it, they eventually did come around to issuing a statement saying that they will investigate the claims and that they, hold a higher standard and that sort of thing, and that's great, and I hope it pans out. I'm not going to be able to play your game anyway until 2021, mm-hmm. which is what announced on that Saturday.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not even sure I want to play it. So let's take the sexual harassment side out of those things, because I was fully prepared to say, yeah, that's it. Rocksteady, you're off my list. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna play your game. But then they showed off the game. I was like, well, that doesn't matter anymore because I don't know that I'm interested in playing their game. Mm-hmm. It's a shooter. It's like a loot shooter. I don't want to say it's Destiny. We haven't seen gameplay, but everything they showed off, everybody has a gun and shoots. It's like a co-opable third-person shooter thing of some sort, maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's third person. I have no idea.
But you got a battle royale feel or something like that?
No. I don't have a battle royale. I have more of a Borderlands feel. I have more of a... what's another one? I'm trying to think of something else. I don't want to say Destiny. I don't want to say Destiny at all.
I think Borderlands would be enough then.
Yeah, but I think Borderlands is kind of the vibe I'm getting. What I'm getting is a games as a service type thing, mm-hmm. which is the situation of you play the game, we keep adding small content so that you keep playing the game, and then, mm-hmm. As you play, we keep adding small content and move it along and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Where basically they never make anything new again. They just keep adding to the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I wanted Batman, and I got Batman from WB Montreal.
Right.
Was it Gotham Knights, I think is what it's called? Mm-hmm. But there's no Batman in Gotham Knights.
No.
They turned that into like a co-op brawler.
Yeah.
They took out the free flow combat, which is one of my favorites. I get that the free flow combat had probably reached its peak. It was probably like, we really can't go any further with this. Mm-hmm. So I understand that, and I am still all about, fine, give me something new, because if it works, then I've got something great, and if it doesn't, I've still got the old Batman games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But none of it looked like I was going to enjoy any of it. Mm-hmm. None of what they showed for Gotham Knights, and none of what they showed, and again, the thing for Suicide Squad was just CG trailer type stuff. It wasn't any gameplay.
Right.
With Gotham Knights, we actually got gameplay. But both of those were... None of them were striking me as
nothing pulled you in.
Yeah. What about you? Did you watch any of them? Did you look at them?
No, I mean, nothing. No, nothing. Just nothing interested me at that point. I mean, you know how it is with me.
Cups are huge, by the way.
I mean, it is with me. I mean, you gotta pull me in on that first impression, and if it doesn't, man,
Right.
I won't think about you for a very long time.
And I get there if they had done if it's like, oh, here's another Batman game, and I've been like, yay, it's Batman, hey, I'd have been happy. I wouldn't have needed you don't have to tell me anything else. It's Batman game. All right, cool. Yeah. We're gonna go Batman next gen. That's fine. Or we're gonna go. I don't know. They could have showed off something else, but they went Suicide Squad for one, and then they went Gotham Knights. Still Batman, but
Batman's universe.
The Bat family, I guess you could say, if you want to go with Batgirl and Robin and Nightwing and Red Hood. And I think there's some other characters they're going to be thrown into. I don't know what they're doing with Suicide Squad. I have no clue. But I was right on that whole thing. They were like, Justice League is evil because they've been taken control of, and now you have to, because the name of the game is kill the Justice. Yeah, right. So, the only way we can put Superman in his game is make him evil, so that you have to, whatever. I don't know. I need to see more, but that more better be some really good stuff for me to see, because right now I ain't on board.
Yeah.
I'm really not on board. And I hate saying that because I've always been, because I know, Matt's talked about, when Matt's here, he's talked about, why are they doing this? They should do this. They should just keep doing this. And I'm like, well, let them expand. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you still get the whatever. And I kind of feel a little bit of that right here. It's like, man, I haven't played a Batman game since 2015. And I'm not going to be playing a Batman game for even longer.
Yep.
So, yeah. I got Spider-Man coming out in December anyway.
Sure.
The Miles Morales version. So, we'll see. Arioka's there, says, I agree. I love the Arkham games, but have zero interest in those two new Batman games announced. They look generic, just like Marvel's Avengers. I got a big Marvel's Avengers vibe from that Gotham Knights, because that's the only one that showed gameplay, right? And we got gameplay for Avengers. And so I got a huge Avengers vibe off of that Gotham Knights. And I was like, this is not the direction I want you to go in. Was it 2022? I thought it was 2021 is next year. No, you're right. It was 2022. And open world, it could be interesting. I agree. We've seen no gameplay of it at all. I have no idea how Suicide Squad operates. All I know is what they showed us was that King Shark, who doesn't need guns, has a gun. Captain Boomerang, well, he's got boomerangs.
Projectiles, at least.
He's got ranged weapons.
Yep. Harley
has guns. And, of course, who else are you going to put in? Deadshot. Well, what is his main,
bunch of guns.
Guns, right? Guns. So that was just the 4 they showed off. I don't know if they're going to have more in there, but, I mean, Suicide Squad can have a lot of characters.
This will make a remake of Gotham City Imposters.
Right? That's exactly what I thought of.
But that game was fun. That was a good time.
So I went back. I was watching Summer Games Done Quick.
Right.
Somebody was playing Batman Arkham City speed run, and he said, "We're playing on the PC, so this is not the remastered, and we're not playing the remastered version." I was like, "I wonder if the remasters were on PC." And I went to Steam and I typed in Batman, and it's like there's a load of things. But as I was scrolling through, I finally got around to Gotham City Imposters, and I was like, I remember that.
Yep.
That was fun, though.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, probably for a really cheap title, just a nice little run-around shooter. Because it was telling you what it was. Plus, you had the Batman game to go to if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then you had this little Gotham City thing, and you just do whatever.
Yeah.
So
I still remember that little...
was that a Battle Royale type thing?
It was like a competitive shooter, two teams against each other.
But it was teams. It was
teams, based, yeah. But I still remember that little loading screen with a little some dude in a dress shirt and tie with a Batman mask on, running with two little guns.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, it was fun. I remember that.
There's probably a GIF of it out there somewhere.
I remember I had a bunch of codes for that thing because there were PAX. They did some kind of thing, and I had a ton of codes for the game. Drunk Degenerate says Captain Boomerang did have a gun as well. He had a shotgun. You're right. And he had an ability that I swear to God he does not have in the comics, where he was like teleporting with the boomerangs.
Excuse me.
I know, like he could throw...
so basically some game specific type. Okay.
Yeah, well, it said each character has their own special, unique abilities, and so I'm like, all right, fine. Like it looks like that Deadshot will have like a jetpack.
Okay.
I don't know. Harley has a grappling hook. Captain Boomerang has his little shoop, shoop, shoop. He kind of zips across with his little boomerang throwing thing. I don't know. Very Bamfish, Nightwing or not Nightcrawlerish.
Yeah.
Bamf. And I don't know what King Shark's specialty was. He's just big.
Yeah, but he's got a gun.
Yeah. So I don't know what Shark has. Maybe a super jump. You're probably right. Something like that.
Something Hulk-like.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Like there's your tank.
Yeah.
Anyway, they didn't show any gameplay, so I feel bad criticizing it since really they didn't show any gameplay. I only have that to go on, and all I have to go on right now, and so if I'm just taking it at that face value, I don't like it. Oh yeah, same thing. Drunk Dinner said that trailer reminded him of Sunset Overdrive. Very much Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Not the same developers, but very much had a Sunset Overdrive vibe to it. Exactly. So, yep. Anyway, we got to take a break here. When we come back, we'll keep going down the list of news here. And what do we have? There's the link I was looking for. Everything leaving Destiny 2. It's a lot, dude. It's catalysts, exotic weapons and things. It's a lot of stuff going away.
I haven't been excited for an exotic weapon in Destiny for a long time. Still using that.
Not a lot of people have.
Still using that Song of Justice, really. I mean, it's still my favorite scout rifle. How much love have they given to any? How much love have they given to scout rifles in that game lately, though? I mean, what's the latest?
None. Right now, the meta
Okay.
is auto rifles. Especially a gun called Gnawing Hunger, which comes from I want to say it was Season of Gambit or whatever, that Gambit stuff, which I think dropped right now. You can get those drops pretty easily, but Gnawing Hunger is really good.
I don't know. I just still love the ability to hit stuff from across the map.
I know.
The big scout rifle, man.
Well, there's another good scout rifle in the same vein as Gnawing Hunger, is the set that it's from, and I can't remember what it's called.
It's a set of weapons.
Well, no. Each season had here's the new weapons for the season.
Oh,
They all had a color scheme and a design that were very in line.
Yeah.
And it the hand cannon and a scout rifle and a pulse rifle and all of it had a design. And so that was Season of Gambit or whatever it was called. Season of the whatever. So there's a scout rifle. I think it's called Night Watch or. And I love it. It's really good. I still miss Hung Jury. That was my favorite from back in the D1 days. So, anyway, we got to take a break. When we come back, we will go over, like I said, more of the news here. This game is another game I picked up on the Humble Bundle thing. It's called Automa Chef. Anyway, I picked this not because of the music. I only picked it because of the title of the track. And the title of the track is called A Mustache to Woo the Ladies. I don't know exactly anything about it, but yeah, that's what it's called. So,
Handlebar.
Enjoy. List. Yeah. Enjoy.
Raleigh fingers, that type of mustache, right?
Well, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen a character in the game at all to know what that means.
Okay.
I haven't played the game. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll be back. A mustache to woo the ladies.
Okay.
Welcome back to In-Game Chat. Music here from Spiritfarer. This is called Thunder Harvest. That's how you catch lightning in a bottle, basically. You have to have an empty jar in your inventory, and then when you sail through a storm, you'll see kind of spots on your boat where the water starts lifting up, and that's where lightning's going to strike. And if you can go stand under it, you can catch the lightning. It's really kind of cool.
But is it an ingredient, or if someone needs it, or you need energy, or what?
Well, because you need all of these different things to make all of these different things. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You need the lightning in a bottle to make a certain element of some kind. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. So, yeah. But it's not hard to get, and there's plenty of storms on the map that you just sail right through. So, but yeah. Again, it seems like the game doesn't have a fail state, but it probably does. In the sense that, if you just let your passengers get miserable, I'm sure it's got a fail state in some way. But yeah. So anyway, back to the stuff here. We talked about the whatever the Batman is, Destiny, everything there. Okay, Apple and Epic. Basically, there was lawsuits. A judge made a ruling that the Unreal Engine for Epic is protected, but Fortnite is not protected, so Apple could do what they want. Epic won a restraining order against Apple, but Fortnite remains blocked. Microsoft filed a statement in support of Epic, which was interesting to see that they even stepped in there at all. I don't know why. Maybe I should read the article then and find out. Maybe it says something in there instead of just whatever. Phil Spencer says, today we filed a statement in support of Epic's request to keep access to the Apple SDK for its Unreal Engine. Ensuring that Epic has access to the latest Apple technology is the right thing for gamer developers and gamers as well. The link statement goes into more detail and describes Microsoft's decision. Epic Games' Unreal Engine is critical technology for numerous game creators, including Microsoft. As a result, Epic's Unreal Engine is one of the most popular third-party game engines available to game creators. And in Microsoft's view, there are very few other options available for creators to license with as many features and as much functionality as Unreal Engine across multiple platforms, including iOS. Denying this will prevent Epic from supporting Unreal Engine on iOS, and will place Unreal Engine and those game creators that have built and are building and may build games on it at a substantial disadvantage. I see what they're going with on that. But from what I understand, Unreal Engine is not affected, as far as I know. But there's more, because then there was that. Then the latest thing that we had, and this was, I want to say this was yesterday. Are you not going to load for me? What's going on? Everything else works. Great. There it goes. I'm getting screens. This thing is barely chugging along here. My laptop. It's an Apple. Apple is so this was yesterday, and I want to say it was last night. Apple apparently made a pledge to do this, and they actually followed through. They terminated Epic Games' developer account on iOS. This means that Epic-developed games, such as Infinity Blade, can no longer be downloaded from the Apple Store or from the App Store, even if they were already purchased.
Jeez.
Yeah. They scorched earth on this thing. Epic has already confirmed that this means no new seasons of Fortnite for those who already have the game downloaded on iOS or any other updates for that matter. However, due to Epic's successful bid for a restraining order earlier this week, Apple has not terminated Epic's access to developer tools for Unreal Engine, meaning that developers using Unreal can still do so unimpeded and with the same level of access as on other platforms. An official statement from Apple: we are disappointed that we had to terminate Epic Games' account on the App Store. We have worked with the team at Epic Games for many years in their launches and releases. The court, blah, blah, blah. We hope we can work together. It's just a PR statement. These moves come as part of an ongoing battle between Epic and Apple, as Epic brings a legal challenge against Apple's walled garden approach to its App Store and 30% revenue share. But they've been terminated. Their account is gone. Apple don't play.
No, they don't.
We talked about Gotham Knights, which is out next year. We also talked about Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Did you see a trailer for a game called Black Myth?
With the monkey god?
With the monkey.
Yeah,
yes.
Monkey god, yes. I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was very impressed.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, and my webpage is just not going to load up again. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't know. It's decided I don't want to work today. I feel you.
Yeah.
Laptop, I feel you.
Gave me vibes of Bloodborne.
Really? I didn't get any Bloodborne vibes.
I mean, big.
I guess so.
Big epic battles. That big wolf thing in the part that I saw. You know, big burly beast that you got to take out.
I got some God of
now.
War vibes, so maybe we're on the same page because
I didn't play God of War.
Exactly.
Got it, but I ain't play it.
Yeah.
Story of my life. I got plenty.
Yeah,
of games
no,
I
we're
played,
probably on the
yeah.
same page with that. We're
Basically,
probably on the
some
same page.
action adventure with cool weapons and attacks and abilities and things like that.
Looks really good. What I saw,
Yeah,
it
it
looked
does.
really
It looks really good.
And I like
Yeah.
the originality of it. You know,
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as like this is a brand new IP. I haven't seen anything like this before. As far as
but looks nice, but looks only take you so far.
I know.
So let's see how it plays out. Look, you got our attention.
From what I could tell from the gameplay, it looked.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I could probably do this. It's
Yeah.
probably something I could easily handle, and looks like it would. Looks like it would go. It would work well. But I don't know. I haven't played it.
Usually, let's see a little more.
Ghost has sold 1.9 million digital units in July.
Yeah, I couldn't find it on the shelves.
Well, that's true. You're right.
Yeah, so.
They were having a problem with doing that. Summer Games Done Quick raised $2.3 million for charity. Good job on those guys. Normally, they're doing this they had to do this kind of virtually, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But still raised $2.3 million. That's amazing. Skullgirls. Did you play that?
Yeah, still got it.
It's a brawler, right?
Fighter.
Did you see where a bunch of those employees resigned?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh man!
Oh, based on what happened with the
based on
Mike
their
Z?
yeah. Yep. An internal investigation allegedly revealed a pattern of unwanted sexual comments and other inappropriate behavior.
Yep.
God, man. Just be a decent human being. Just be a decent human being. That's really it.
You're an adult. You know better.
There's just decency, man. Just be a good person. That's all you got to do. That is all you have to do. Just be decent. Why? Why can't people... man. As far as all that's concerned, I get there's a time for rebellion. I get there's a time for, taking your stand type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the negative side of stuff, just be decent. That's it. That's all you got to do. I sit there. I sit there and say it's not hard to do, but I wonder why it's so challenging for some people. Especially in the video game world, or at least that's where I'm hearing about more of it. Anyway, I'm sure it goes on. Well, it was not just video game world. I think it was going on in the comic book world as well. I think there was stuff there. Man, stop. Just stop. Be nice. What do we have? This was reports are surfacing again that a Nintendo an upgraded Switch might get released in 2021. What does that mean? I have no clue. Maybe something that loads faster, battery life longer, something like that. I don't think we're going to get a total overhaul in the look department.
What was the issue with yours when you had to send it off? What happened?
It locked up. It was
locked up or something like that.
Yeah, it was not going past the logo screen.
Was it anything similar to the Xbox's Red Ring of Death fiasco years back?
I mean, I guess so. It was but there was no red ring involved. It just would not go past the logo screen.
It was basically just breaking down, basically.
Yeah, it was just. So
yeah, because I remember I still remember years ago at Final Round, man. It was just the weirdest thing to me to see that Xbox Elite. That thing was like dang near brand new out the box, and that thing red ringed at a tournament.
I know.
That was just wow.
R66 says 4K ? That'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. Get 4K out of this thing. I don't know that it could do it. They could up resolution, I suppose, on at least the handheld part of it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see if they even do anything with it at all. Fall Guys is the most downloaded PS Plus game of all time. That makes sense. Black Ops Cold Wars, the new Call of Duty game, and there's an article here.
I'm thinking about Call of Duty getting to the level of sports titles now.
Oh, it's been there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been there. I mean, they've released Call of Duty every single year.
Yeah, so it's just...
They've released it every single year. This is Activision doing their... This is Activision. That's it. What other games does Activision make?
Well, no, I'm saying the issue like I had with sports games. I mean, you can't add anything else to it, really.
Yeah, but when you go to think about it, Activision used to have a whole lot of stuff under its wing. But lately, and there probably is more than what they do, but honestly, Activision makes Call of Duty. Blizzard makes World of Warcraft, but they also make Overwatch and Diablo. So obviously I'm throwing more stuff in there, but when you go to Activision, what do you make? Call of Duty. That's it. What are you going to make next year? The next Call of Duty game. What about the year after that? More Call of Duty. They will milk it and milk it and milk it until they just can't. You know, until it becomes not profitable for them to make any money off of it anymore. People stop buying it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I was getting at. I mean, what more can you add to that game? You can't. I mean, the only thing you can change is a story mode, but you're not playing it for the story. I mean, from what I'm gathering from folks who play this game, it's not for the story that they play this game. It's the competition online. Isn't that basically what it's for now?
I guess so. I haven't touched one in a while. For the most part, I thought that's what it was, is that you're just going to play...
The online multiplayer.
You're just going to play multiplayer, yeah.
You're not playing it for
story. Was not a thing at all. You just play it for the multiplayer.
Yeah, they released it. They released a title without a story, didn't they? And it still sold pretty well. A couple years back.
Yes.
Yeah, it had no story at all, but it still sold well because it still had the multiplayer. Yeah, but I'm saying at this point it's like sports titles because you can't add anything else to it. All you can do is change the story. That's it. So it's going to be the same game with a different coat of paint, I guess, or a different story that you're not playing the game for anyway. So
right.
But like you said, they're going to milk it till it's not profitable anymore.
But with prices like these, how could they go wrong?
Sensing sarcasm.
Yeah. Today's info dump spawned some confusion around pricing, chiefly because there are a vexing amount of purchasing options for even the standard edition of Call of Duty. The simple way to put it is that current gen versions will cost $60, while next gen will run you $70. But pricing gets a bit more complicated when you get into the weeds. For current generation consoles, the standard edition of Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, blah, blah, blah. There is a game that seriously needs some colloquial shorthand, whatever. We'll just call it Cold War. The current generation console, standard edition, $60. That's regardless if you're going physical or digital. Folks who pre-order digitally on the PS4 will get access to a beta. At the moment, the beta doesn't have a confirmed date. The PS4 version, either physical or digital, can later be upgraded to the PS5 version for $10. If you went physical, you'll need to hang on to the physical PS4 disc to access the PS5 upgrade. Meanwhile, the Xbox One version can only be upgraded to the Xbox Series X version if you purchase the digital version. I feel like Charlie on Sunny in Philadelphia or whatever with the
Never saw that show.
Yeah, well, it's a meme now. Okay. him standing in front of the map with all the different things of like trying to make the connections and everything.
Oh, wait a minute. That
you've seen it, I know.
The little guy with the strings all over the map.
Yes.
Okay, that guy. Okay.
Don't you see? On next-gen consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X, the game's standard edition is a flat $70, which is in line with the pricing for next-gen versions of some other popular games. You'll be able to get a digital cross-gen version for either console pairing, which will get you access to the game on either PS4 and PS5, or the Xbox One and the Series X. If you prefer physical games, however, be aware of one slight difference. The physical Xbox Series X release will come with its previous gen counterpart, but the PS5 disc buyers will only get the PS5 game. Are we clear?
No.
The PC version of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is $60.
Yeah.
Oh, man. God, that was stupid. Sony opened up a website for pre-orders for the PlayStation 5, but it was basically someplace you could go to sign up to possibly get an email to possibly let you pre-order the console. It's kind of like a raffle lottery type thing. You enter in your email, they're like, okay, thanks, your name's in the hat. If we draw your name, you'll be able to pre-order. How much? We're not telling you that yet. When? We're not telling you that yet. So, I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have? Live-action Resident Evil TV series coming to Netflix. Oh, yeah, the Games with Gold for September was announced for Xbox, and we also had our PlayStation games.
Right.
I thought, but maybe not. The Xbox games with Gold are Tom Clancy's Division, The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, The Blob 2, and Armed and Dangerous. Those are your 4 for that. I don't even pay attention to that now that I have the Game Pass thing. Oh, God, we didn't even cover game. We have no time to cover Gamescom. I'm going to have to move Gamescom over to next week's show, which, by the way, I don't even know about next week's show. I'll ask you on air to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Next week is Labor Day. Are you busy? Do you have plans?
Not that I know of.
And obviously, if plans do come up, you would take those plans only for the fact that, family can't be like, hey, we're doing this for Labor Day. You're like, sorry, Mom, already committed to the radio show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes stuff is spur of the moment for holidays, really. But if it's open, I'm here. But like always, if something comes up, I'll let you know.
Should we just say no then?
Maybe.
That way we don't have to worry about it. Because if you're not, then I need to run, I've done the show once by myself. I ain't never going to do it again.
It's not very pleasant, I know.
I'm never going to do it again. Yeah.
Play it safe.
We should probably play it safe and just not do one.
No. Okay.
I hate to because, it just took...
You just took a week.
We just took a week off and then we got this one.
Yes,
I was planning on doing one, but only for the... Look, I don't want to say in this episode, follow our Twitter, follow us on Facebook. We'll get the word out if we're doing one or not. I'll reach out to James if he feels like doing a show. Then maybe we'll do one. I don't know, but I don't want to say right now no because we just took a week off there. I've never done. It's been a long time since I've done a show on Labor Day because normally I'm in Seattle for PAX.
That's right.
Yeah,
but not this year.
It has been not this year. But yeah, it's been a long time. So I don't know if we'll do a show or not. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, you'll just have to tune in and find out, or follow us on Twitter and follow us on Facebook. We'll let you know. Daniel, I know. Yeah, I've got you on Discord. I'll hit you up and let you know. Daniel, I love Daniel because he'll hit me up and he'll let me know when the show doesn't make it over to iTunes. If there's some mistake. And sometimes there is in the file naming and everything else. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for showing up. We're going to save the Gamescom and the Marvel Avengers thing for next week or the week after next, whenever we do come back for this. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat room. All of you lovely, lovely people who are in there. There's a lot of you in there. Brian, you showed up late, but thanks for showing up. Okay, what is this? There's another name that's in there, and I'm not going to even say what that is. I'm not even going to say the other names now, because now it seems like they're in a thing. They're in cahoots.
Oh.
Yeah, you see it?
I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah. You don't want to be like that dude.
which is like weird. Why are they? Because they're not spamming the chat, which is great.
Yeah,
but
no, it's just a little thing. See if you can get the a commentator or a
to
host
say
to
the thing,
say it and not think about it until they realize it's too late.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen before. It was not funny.
It ain't happening here. Thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Find us up on Discord, YouTube, Twitch, iTunes. We're all over the place. Just we thank you for listening. We thank you for showing up. If you don't do it, we don't show up. So just keep coming, and we'll keep doing it. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy your Labor Day. If we're here next week, we'll see you. If we won't, we'll see you after that. But you guys have a good one. Here's music from a game called Overgrowth. It's the main theme for that. Goodbye.